What's up, guys? It's your boy Lucci back with yet another cringy YouTube intro for you. Now, but seriously, in today's video, we're talking about how to win more in solos in Warzone. Now, solos is a tough topic for a lot of people in Warzone because a lot of people hate them, a lot of people love them. It's a very polarizing subject to talk about. And solos can be a pain in the butt. I'm not going to lie to you. You can run into a lot of house campers, people who literally don't do nothing but just sit in buildings the entire match with their heartbeat sensors out and wait to see people come by. You're dead. There's really not much you can do to adjust for that style of gameplay. But there are some things you can do to help get you to the end game of solos more often and make better decisions once you're there. A lot of the tips that I'm going to talk about today are just kind of little things that I'm talking about with my stream during the gameplay, so you'll pick up on them as I go. And I kind of do like an educational commentary style video, similar to how Cypher PK used to do them for Fortnite, but this time it's for solo Warzone. But without a doubt, one of the biggest tips I can give you right now, without any of the things that I say in the video, is positioning. Positioning is probably, no matter what shooter you're playing, is probably the #1 tip to give someone. If you have better positioning than the enemy, 9 times out of 10, if you can somewhat aim your gun, you're going to win that fight because you rotated smarter and you played smarter. Positioning is always key. You want to have the best positioning possible. You never want to be fighting an uphill battle. So that's one tip to just keep in mind going into this gameplay and bringing that into your gameplays in the future. Positioning is key. The other thing that I talk about a lot with people is knowing when to play aggressive and knowing when to play passive. You can be an aggressive player but still be smart about it. There's a difference between playing aggressive and playing reckless. An aggressive player knows when they have the advantage and they capitalize on it, where a reckless player is a little bit too overconfident and just pushes every situation no matter the outcome. Anyway, those are just a couple of tips I wanted to brush on before I show you guys the gameplay. The main meat and potatoes can really be seen in the gameplay itself. It's not a huge victory, but we got like a 14 kill solo dub, and I really talked about with my chat what I was doing and why I was making the decisions I was making them while the game was going on. So I think it's pretty valuable, and I just wanted to get it out there for you guys. If you like today's video, make sure you subscribe. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers, which is our goal before Cold War comes out. So if you guys can help me reach that, I'd love you forever. And yeah, if you get any type of value out of today's video and it helps you become a better solo player, make sure you hit that like button. Check out some of the other videos. Also, you can catch me on Twitch. We stream every single day. The link is in my bio. Follow me on Twitter. All the other jazz. All that's down below. I love you guys. Peace. But I'm going to try to get serious here, at least to an extent, and try to really focus up and go for the dub here. Because last game, honestly, guys, I think I could have won that game had I just stopped playing like an asshole and driving like a maniac. If I actually had focused on getting good positioning last game, we could that was a fucking win. That was such an easy lobby to win. But we were having fun, we were vibing. Sometimes you just gotta send it, you know what I mean? And that was just one of those games. But now I'm hungry for the dub. So, play a little more conservative, a little more smart here. We'll talk about the decisions that I'm making. And hopefully kind of walk you guys through to a victory and kind of so you can see what I'm thinking. Do a little more of a educational commentary, if you will, like Cypher PK used to do with Fortnite. That's 100% where I got that idea from. I fucking absolutely love Cypher's content. I always have. Absolute pioneer in the battle royale scene, man. That dude has done so much for this scene, it's ridiculous. Alright, this guy's not vibing at all. Okay. But we managed to withstand him, and now he's gonna die. See? Okay. The mistake he made right there was being too aggressive. It's 100% why he lost that fight. Because he basically almost killed me. And in his mind, he's thinking, oh my god, like, I basically got him one shot. There's no way that I can let him get away. And he got aggro and didn't think and pushed into the open with absolutely zero cover, giving me time to fully plate back up and have like a perfect heady on him. You don't want to do that. Listen, I know I do it too. We're all guilty of it. Even like top tier players are guilty of it. I would want to push that too. I would. But the important thing in that situation is to not push directly straight on. Like, had he just cut hard left or cut hard right, he would have had way better chance of securing the kill there, because I would have been expecting him to come up straight up the middle, but he would have been left or right. I would have been at a disadvantage again. He could have finished me off, etc., etc. You never want to hard chow someone straight on when they have a nasty heady like that. You'll just, it's literally just a recipe for disaster. You'll probably lose 9 out of 10 of those fights.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply. UAV overhead.
Alright, we have a guy inside of Burger right now. Which is why I'm playing this extremely slow. Because I have loadout money, and I'm not trying to give it to him. Let me just do this, throw this inside. Take his money. Take his gas. We can buy another UAV. And we can go up inside here.
We need eyes. Send that recon.
UAV entering the AO.
Alright, we got some people over at storage we can go beef with, it looks like. We got a guy bottom pool, or at least my level in pool. I'm kind of pushing a little bit aggro in the open here. There's two people at storage. One's on top of these containers somewhere over here, which I can't really see. There he is. Perfect.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel.
That's an easy shot that we missed, unfortunately, there. Felt like I led that perfectly, but I'm still kind of like getting used to the Kar 98 again after not using it for an extended period of time. That's a different guy entirely. Okay, so right there we heard the glass break and we were just kind of looking for him. That's literally all that happened right there. I heard the glass break, knew the general vicinity he was going to be in. Kind of just tried to push it before he could reposition. And that's really the thought process there. Is like, alright, we pinpointed where he is. We have like a 5-second window to pretty much... Okay, there's another guy right here. Unfortunately, he knows where we are, so now we have to reposition. Anytime someone gets a read on you like he just did to me, you need to immediately reposition. Because you can do stuff like that when you just play it smart. So he saw us first. You can't repeat that same angle because he's just gonna be aiming at it already. This guy's a good player. It's gonna be tough to win this fight.
Okay.
Just keep repositioning. Guys, you see a theme here? Every one of those fights right there. Just literally keep repositioning. There's nothing you can do. I could have tried to challenge him right here. I could have tried to challenge him right here. I could have tried to challenge him right here. The main thing is if you are at a disadvantage in a fight, you need to armor back up. And a lot of times you don't have time to armor back up. But in that situation, he gave me time to armor back up. So I armor back up and I re-peeked a different angle. Always re-peek a different angle every single time. Do not be where they last saw you. That's one of the biggest tips I can give you. Now that, listen, if I didn't hit my Kar 98 shot right there, there's a good shot I lose that fight. That is literally, I'm not going to say it's luck because I had to hit the shot, but like, that could have went, if I missed that Kar 98 shot right there, one of two things happens. He beams me again, and I have to reposition and heal again, and eventually we kill him. Or he beams me and I can't reposition because he realizes that, hey, every time I hurt this kid, he just keeps repositioning, so I need to get aggro, and he pushes me and we die. That could have went two different ways right there. Luckily, we hit the snipe. Doesn't always work out like that, though. But that was our best chance. In my opinion, that was my best shot for a successful... There's someone right here. So we're gonna pop Deddy, because he already heard us. I'm honestly really surprised that kid died to the Semtex. I really am.
Enemy UAV overhead.
But a little bit of an unorthodox play that I made right there with the jumping and dead silence and all that, but kid had some movement. Give him that.
Requesting recon. Send flyover.
Alright, so we got another one right here. We're gonna crouch it up a little bit here. I don't normally make crouch plays like this, but sometimes. I mean, this is just basic Warzone at this point. Popping a UAV and waiting for someone to make the first move. Like, there's nothing special that I'm doing right now at all. I'm just getting fortunate. The kids are making bad pushes. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go get my ghost. Now there's a very good chance someone's here, and they already got their ghost. So it's kind of, I don't have a heartbeat sensor, which I should be running in solos, to be honest with you. It's kind of an L on my part, but I've been running smokes just to try them out recently because I feel like they do have a lot of use. Because almost nobody runs thermals, so smokes can be a huge W if you let them. Now here's the problem. Someone's already been here. There's extra plates right there, and there's 2 loadout boxes. So there's a good chance someone's already hit this loadout box. So what I'm going to do is something really weird here, but it tends to work. I'm going to throw a smoke way over there. So if anybody is here, they look there and not here. I'm going to grab my ghost, hopefully very quickly. And I'm just going to rotate right the fuck back into cover. Because if anybody has high ground, I'm dead. So that's...
Enemy UAV overhead.
That's a little tip for you as well. If you have smokes or stuns or semtech, anything, throw it in a different direction, make an audio cue for an enemy to pick up on and be like, oh shit, what's happening over there? Go do what you gotta do and kind of get out of there. Now, I would not be surprised if someone is on the roof. But that doesn't, you know, they're not always on the roof, but I just saw a car moving, though, way in the corner of my map, right there. These are obviously low percentage shots, but you gotta take them. Oh, he got out, so this kid's probably gonna snipe. Yep, he does. He's a good player. I have a self, so I can kind of challenge this. Broke his armor. He's gonna get pushed by someone else, it seems. Possibly. Alright, he hasn't hit a shot yet, so he's decided to back off. Yeah, we're probably not hitting this shot, that's fine. Always gotta check the other, like with the grapples now that come onto the roof at airport, you like always have to be aware of it, which is... Like, Top Airport has turned into a pretty good place to hold because you can get up here so much easier now. And to be honest, I can't believe there was ever a time that you could only get on Top Airport from basically a helicopter. Like, I can't believe that ever existed in Warzone, that you could hold such a power position with no other way to get up. Alright, so we got sniped at. I cannot tell where I'm getting sniped. It's a ATC tower, so he is, see, he is up there. Nice shots. Alright, so he hit a good shot on us. He's got a really good head glitch right there. Where that's all I can, literally all, I can't see him at all. All I can see is the glint, basically. So it's
inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Is it a tough shot? Yeah. But at the same time, I have self, so it's a weird spot to be in, because I don't... He might have an airstrike, too. So if he snipes me, and he airstrikes, we're going to the gulag, basically, is what that means, so... Alright, we got the snipe on him. So unfortunately, he has self as well, which is probably why he was hard challenging so much. You can tell when people snipe really aggressively and they're good players, like myself and him, obviously. You can pretty much tell off the rip that they have a self revive, because nobody's hard challenging in solos like that unless they have an out. And that's it. Wait for him to... He just kept peeking, and he paid the price for it. That's literally... That's just a bad play on his part. That's just a really bad play on his part. He used his self, and then he kept peeking the same exact angle over and over again. Like, eventually I was gonna hit the shot, and I still had my self revive, so it's... You know, like, I missed like 6 shots on him, but it doesn't matter, because eventually I hit the shot, and now he's out of the game, you know what I'm saying? Take a sip of coffee here. See me hit a new kill record? I would like to hit a new kill record. My kill record, for those of you who don't know in chat, is 31. I've hit that twice in Warzone. The highest I've hit besides that are like multiple 28s, lots of 20s, 23s, shit like that. I'm not a super high kill player, to be honest. I'm much more like Blaze when I play, which is like, if the high kill games, if they come to me, and I can sense that it's a high kill game, I'll go for it. But I just don't play Warzone like that anymore. And that's not to knock anybody that does, but like, generally, the high kill games are coming from people who only rock the meta weapons. So like, right now a lot of people are rocking AMAX MP5 because it is probably turning into the new meta. Right now it's either AMAX or Kilo. If you're rocking one of those, you're running meta. I mean, I am running the AMAX right now, but I snipe too, so it's like... There's a time and a place to play aggressive, and like, I'm not an aggressive player. I'm much more of a technical player. I like to get positioning and good rotations more than I like having a 20 bomb next to my name, you know what I mean? I'm very much a for the win guy, more than I am high kills. I can slay out if I have to, if I'm running with the right squad. I can do it. You know what I mean? I'm fully capable of dropping 20 bombs if I play that way. But I'm much more of a support, like, technical player, I'd say, to be honest with you. Which is why when me and Blaze play duos, it works so well, because we're both the same type of player at heart. I think it's just, there's something to be said about that. Exactly, Andy. I look up to Iron a lot. I think Iron's a fucking fantastic battle royale player, and that's all I want to be at the end of the day. I don't need to be the best slayer in the world. I really don't. Like, none of that really interests me. Like, going for, like, kill records and stuff. I want to get high kill games. Who doesn't? It's fucking flashy. It's cool. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm much more about getting the dub than I am anything else. I'm a very competitive person. I hate losing, so... Kills are nice, but, like, at the end of the day, a win's a win. I very much have that attitude. 3 kill wins are not exciting. They're not, to be honest with you, but it still feels good to get them. Just like it still feels good to get a 20 kill loss. But the 20 kill loss stings a little bit more than that 3 kill win does. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I get 20 kills and I lose, I'm still kind of fucking pissed off. But if I get 3 kills and I win, it's not that impressive, but I'm still way happier than losing with 20 kills. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird distinction, but...
Gas is moving.
That's kind of how I feel about it. I would rather have like a 3 or 4 kill win than a 20 kill loss, because that 20 kill loss is just, oh, that is depressing. That is tough. Yo, Capalot, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. The AR I'm using is the AMAX. The CR56 AMAX? Not sure the actual pronunciation on this gun at this point, to be quite honest with you, but... Alright, well, we have found ourselves, chat, in one of the most unfortunate positions that you can find yourself in Warzone. And that is the cross-airport rotation. I'm glad I have a sniper for this endgame circle, but I'm also not thrilled about having to rotate across the death tarmac that is airport. So this is gonna be fun. I do have a smoke grenade, but to be quite honest with you, I kind of want to late rotate here. I do. I really would like to late rotate and see if there are anybody rotating in behind me, like down here from airport. Or even if I can catch somebody crossing the open first. Or really, the hangars is what I'm most worried about, because people can very easily hide and flank you from these hangars. Again, this is, at this point, I'm playing like a rat. But, I mean, this is just... It's a tough spot. It's a really tough spot to be in here. And I'm not going to have a choice here anymore in the matter, so we're going to just slowly kind of ride the storm here.
Final deployment is loading up. Finish the fight.
Okay.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I'm not sure. We have 2 different routes we can go with this. We hang right, and we try to play the open game over here, but we could get flanked from someone over here in these buildings. Or we hang left and deal with possible ATC campers and people that are most definitely already in these buildings. I think I'm going to go right. I mean, there's really just not a perfect decision here. And sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. I'm just gonna go right, and if we die, we die. But there's just, you know, there's not always a best case answer. Sometimes you're literally okay, so there's someone right there. Perfect.
Enemy UAV overhead.
He was looking for somebody else. We're gonna pop our Deddy here.
You're losing ground.
Okay. I'm not sure if he heard anybody, or if he was just watching his back.
Less than 10 enemies remain.
Starting to feel like he was just watching his back, so we're just gonna kind of push across here. We have an airstrike, and we have 6100. We have a self. All right, I'm gonna hopefully not get killed doing this.
UAV entering the AO.
9 other people in the lobby still besides us. If we can honestly get a successful cross here, we might be in a good position. This truck kind of makes me nervous that someone's camping a rock. Left side's clear. This house is not ideal either.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
I'm rotating really, really wide right. Again, we're just... Listen, the strategy that I'm doing right now is something that a lot of good VR players do. And you can catch people like... He was in here earlier. I am Expel. He preaches this on his fucking YouTube channel. So does Iceman Isaac. It's the pinwheel rotation, where, especially in solos, you work the outside edges of a circle, and that's how you do your rotations. You always want to be back to the gas, if possible, just so you can look in and not have to, like, watch your ass, basically, is the thinking there. Because the less directions you have to worry about, the more you can focus on the directions that matter where someone might actually be, if that makes sense. So, the decision I'm going to make here is to rotate late with the circle. There's only 7 people left. I knew it. I just felt it. I just knew. See? This is why I waited. That's why I waited. Because I just had a very strong feeling that someone was over here. That's also why I didn't push it. Because this late in a game like this, people are just camping all types of fucking houses. You never know what building someone's gonna be in, so you just can't take unnecessary risks. I'm still not convinced that there's not one more rotating from like right here. But I do know that my best option here... Yep, see, I told you.
Only 5 remain. Finish the job. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
3 people left. I know there's one probably right here that rotated in late, because I saw his red dot, unless he died. Alright, we got 2 people fighting. Honestly, this is a bold push. Don't ever do what I'm doing. But it was time to make a decision, and I made one.
Launched an advanced UAV. We're exposed. Gas is moving.
What I did right there literally could have threw the game. But again, sometimes you have to make risky plays. It's unfortunate, but you can't always make the best possible play at every pass. I feel decent about my positioning with 2 people left.
Specialist achieved. Mission accomplished. All targets
And that's how you get it done, baby. That's how you get it done. Solos in a nutshell, Warzone edition.